Lord, me dear. So, one piece of rain a fall out of the way, sister. So, me sit down in the car now and I'm kind of afraid to go out there because the piece of wet when me get to go inside of the house now go nice. And you know how I go in time, it cold and wet. That is not a proper combination. So, make a take off something because I don't really go out there right So, make a take off a little bit and talk to you first before me go out there. So, my dear, since we are talking about afraid if you go out in a rain there, make we talk about one little something that just come across my mind not too long ago. Make we talk about the F's. Make we talk about the F's. You know, I was just sitting here and I was thinking that you know, mental health is extremely important. Mental health is extremely important. When we think about mental health, is one of those things that is very passionate to my heart as well. And we're going to talk some more about the mental health something. But the mental health F's, and that we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about three of them. We're talking about fear. We're talking about fatigue. And we're talking about frustration. Those, I think, are three of the biggest factors in mental health something. You know, fear. I was thinking through the fear stuff. And sometimes we make some decisions as parents because we are fearful of consequences. And we hold back from doing some things because we are fearful of consequences. And sometimes we're just tired, you know, fatigued and just frustrated about all that is going on because you, in your mind now, you think that you are one man against the world. And so those three factors can contribute significantly to how we go about our daily lives. And I'm going to share a little story with you. You know how me love this story business already. So, my dear, I used to work with National Youth Service, and I worked on camps. So, for those of you who are familiar with the National Youth Service program, I used to be a house mother on the camps. And I met a young man who came from out of the inner city. I think it's Matthews Lane. Them call it Matthews Lane. I think that is where he came from. So this young man, I was drawn to him. Petite, slim body, and appeared to be a little quiet, you know. And then, you know, I got talking to him, and because he was so reserved that you really would need to prompt him in order to get anything out of him. So one day I was having a conversation with him, and he opened up, you know, told me that he is illiterate, he cannot read, and he is asking me to teach him how to read. And man, every time I think about that story, my heart breaks all over again. This young man is 16 years old, and he doesn't know how to read. And so I started to probe into his background, you know, because as I said, there's a reason for everything, you know. And sometimes we have to explore the underlying causes of some things before we can get the real, true picture. And this young man told me that he lives with his mother and stepfather, and the stepfather is very abusive towards the mother, and so the mother is very fearful. And this young man is 16, the eldest of, I don't even remember how many siblings, but he mentioned that the mother is very fearful of the father, the stepfather, and so he was happy for the opportunity to get away, but he is also worried that his mother is going to be facing a whole lot of things while he is gone. And he decided that he was going to share something deeply personal with me. And he took off his shirt and turned around and said, "Look here, miss." And when I look on the young man back, from the shoulder up here, so right cross down to the behind, he have one chop in him back. And him say, one night, the mother was at the house there and the stepfather decides that him a go put on some beating on the mother. And he got so frustrated and fed up over this whole situation that him grabbed something and him clawed the stepfather. And the stepfather find the machete. And when him see the machete, him jump through the window. But while he was going through the window, the machete chop him in his back. And I tell you something, that story rocked me to my core, because me just couldn't believe that all these things are happening to children and enough of them fault. And when I think about mommy, my heart went out to mommy too, because I know that mommy making some decisions without because of fear. Mommy making some decisions because of fear. Mommy making decisions to stay with that man who is abusive to her and her children because of the fear, you know. And I was so hurt about it. And you know something, by the 3 or 4 weeks was up, this young man was able to at least say ABC, because I taught him his ABC. And I encouraged him to find an adult learning institution that he would be able to go to and learn how to read. But back to the story about the F's now with the mental health. You know, I am going to tell you this one thing here. It's not worth staying around situations that going mess with your mental health. Remember saying, no, you cannot help anybody until you help yourself. You are of no value to anyone until you take care of you first. So I want to encourage parents, think about your children. And I know that you are probably in a unique situation, or so you think. But think about the decisions that you make and how they are affecting your child. The fear factor is one of the biggest barriers to good mental health. You know, you're afraid, Jamaican people say you're afraid of something, so you either stay in it or you run. But I am going to encourage you to run. That's a better option. Now, when you run, there are a whole lot of places that you can run to. With the picnic them, don't leave them behind you. Run and get help. But if when you run out of that situation and you get a little bit of help and you put yourself back in it, you're there on your own. But ladies, I am going to encourage mommy, I am going to encourage you to think about getting help if you are in a situation like that. And I'm going to talk to the fathers now. I'm going to talk to the men. Come here, make we talk. Don't abuse the people them, man. Don't abuse the mummies. Don't abuse them. You see, if you and them can't take tea, just take a walk, no man. Take a walk. There is no need to be abusive. You understand? And you know, so me believe in you. I believe that you can get back to that good place. You know, where you're not so frustrated and you're not so tired. Huh? And mommy, and know that you can get over that fear. But if you don't know what to do, I am sure that there are people out there who would be able to help you to get back to that good place mentally. Alright? So make sure you take care of yourself, you know. Alright. Me I go see if me can run go out in the rain, you know. And not get soaked. Take care of yourself later.